Whoa. Welcome to second part of the track-by-track review of the new Helhorse album Hydra, out the 23rd of August. Hydra, that's the next track, and that is very funny. Funny enough, it had the working title Black Sabbath, and people will know why. It is a tribute, in basic. I don't know if Jacob, who wrote the riff, I think he was high on Sabbath that day because it just fumes Sabbath. But it's a dark rock song that pays tribute to the riff, and then again some awesome vocal work on this. The Ghost Choir from Hell. It's a really awesome song, and we've played it live a few times, and it just kicks ass. It has a really awesome breakdown.
It has like this hardcore feel to it. I really like.
Yeah.
It has some of these roots. A lot of the roots in Helhorse are based in hardcore and punk, actually. And it has these roots. It has this rawness, this aggression to it. And I kind of got inspired by that, and lyrically wrote this "Fall from Grace"-ish lyric, where you've devoted your life to one idea and the idea fails. It's, there's no such thing as an atheist in the foxhole, as you say. So it has this utter despair vibe to it that I really like. Crystal Blades is a really aggressive song, really hard-hitting song, and the only lyric on the album that is it's not a personal lyric, it's more of a historical reference. I'm a big history buff. And this song actually revolves around the night of broken glass in the 30s in Germany, where the Nazis destroyed the synagogues and the Jewish stores. And it's, I use this event as a symbolic reference to the dangers of fascism and totalitarianism that's always just around the corner for us, seemingly. So so it revolves around that, why we choose these ways as a solution and how we must be aware of these dangers and events.
It's a groovy song. Yeah. It has a heavy vibe, like you say, throughout the song, and it's really fun to play. I've heard it's the most Helhorse-ish song on the record.
The old schoolers are gonna like it.
Yeah, might be some truth to that.
Yeah.
I just like the vibe of the song right away. Once the ideas were presented, and I basically stuck all the way through and ended up on the record. Scarlet Meadow, Scarlet Brook is the next track, and it's the most punky-ish, rowdish track on the record. It's the shortest and fastest one. We take no prisoners with this one.
Yeah.
It went through a lot of revisions when we wrote the song for this record. It was almost 5 minutes long in the original idea, and then we just started trimming and trimming and trimming, and then ended up with this concentrated, punch in the face song that has heavy riff, punk, fast energy, black metal-ish vibe, and it works, and if we kind of kill ourselves if we play it too fast live, because it's really...
Tempo is very important on this one, because if you play it too fast, it's physically impossible to sing, unless you're like a trap rapper on cocaine. It's a very challenging song to play, but it's a lot of fun to play. It's great to put into your live set, because it just has this total madness vibe to it that we love. It's been a long time since we've written songs like that. It was fun to play them again. And lyrically, it's a lyric me and Jacob wrote together, the guitarist. It's pretty much his side social commentary song about Well, about it's an environmental song actually about how we use the world as our dump and how we prove our power and rise above we build ourselves on others' misery and a comment to the human state, albeit a negative one. Under a Bad Moon. It's a very metaphoric lyric. It revolves around this story of the local freak, the local rebel that's chased out of town by pitchforks and fire and brimstone. But it's also a commentary on how you cannot continue to be the perpetual rebel. At one point, you must engage in the world and accept the world to be a part of it.
And this song is what a sleep riff would sound like if Jacob Hammermühlmann wrote it. It has the stoner vibe, it gets bluesy, it has the gospel, it has a very heavy metal riff in the verses, and then it gets really big and dreamy in the choruses, and then it ends in this climax of a vocal explosion. It's a testament to the roots of Helhorse. It kind of shows how the different genres sounds when we interpret them, so to say. It's a cool track, really cool track. It's fun to play. Last track of the record. It's called War Drums, and that is what it sounds like when the meteor of death hits our hemisphere. I mean, it's
when tectonic plates are separated.
I remember when Jacob presented the idea, and when we tried to play the opening riff for the first time, or like the main riff of the song, and it just felt like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it just, we've played it live many times. It's a song that is heavy, it's quiet, it's grand, you get your guitar solo that makes you, it really has a lot of elements in it, but it doesn't seem forced. It's very organic. And when we've played it live, we've tried it many times when we get to the merch table after the show and people come up, what record is that War Drums on? And it's not out yet, but it really catches people's attention, and I think this really shows. This is the best example of the development in the Helhorse songwriting, and then combined with the sound that we've got for this record, the production or the mix and mastering that Tue did, it sounds so goddamn heavy, and
it's a larger than life song.
Yeah.
It's a song also lyrically that it's about the heavy stuff, guys. It's about the really heavy stuff. It's about looking yourself in the mirror and saying, is this it? Am I really out of time? Then luckily choosing that you've got some time left. But it's self-reflection on that you're not the person you should be, that you need to kill the person you are to become a new one, metaphorically speaking, luckily. So it's a big emotions, it's the plummet, it's the deep, deep, dark places in your soul and your heart. And you hear the war drums. It's a testament, like you say, to the mastery of Tue. It's also, I think, a very good. It's a very good, example on how we are developing our songwriting towards a more like journey-like approach, where we try to.
Not the band.
No, not the band. The process. We try to incorporate and make it as exciting as possible, and I think War Drums has been one of my favorites for a long time. It's a fantastic song to play. You guys are gonna love it. So yeah.
Enjoy it.